in every week or every time, hit the like button, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do. Like, comment, share, tell your people about it. Y'all know what it is. It's the smartest dumb people.
See, man, when you get that type of money, he clearly sleeping with other people. So, like, this was a story.
This is the best podcast in the city of
Thank you.
I'm not pandering.
You know what I'm saying? And they take vocals and, script and
I started living on Tupac.
You're a real hustler, huh? That's pretty neat. Into it.
But I also met with
Team, they know she likes to go outside, play soccer by herself. We have make sure like Snoop Dogg, he's an icon in all facets of life.
biggest icon
in the world. But
I feel like they cheat stupid. They gonna get caught. Yeah, they cheat with their dick like we cheat with our mind. I feel like women.
no more. But before I let you explain that, I want to show a little clip of a little monster.
I'm on Pandora, YouTube. I'm on the students and everybody. Carl.
I'm trying to find.
It is what it is. Finally, we went to Rodney Pimp.
There's two cats. No, you can hustle in many ways. There's two cats in high school.
This is the coldest fucking thing that's going on. These the realest niggas out
Yeah, you already know.
Like for real, like this.
God, I go off the mentality of the woman, and I know if I know my woman.
Smart dummy! Let's go!
Welcome. This is the smartest dumb people, and I'm the host, Anthony, that dude Johnson. And always, it's gonna be smart at the table with me. Today we got Shay, my co-host, Burl T in the building. What's going on, cuzzo?
Boom. What up?
What's going on, man? We got a lot to talk about. It's Tap In Tuesday. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of calls. I'm gonna start with this. No, I'm gonna start with that. How was your week? Let's start with that.
Man, my son got into a car accident this weekend.
No
that
shit.
was scary. So I'm thankful for this week
Like
because
a bad car accident? Or just
man, it was bad. It was really bad. And when I pulled up to the scene, he called me and told me he got into the accident. So when I pulled up to the scene, I just seen his car and the damage done to his car and the ambulance. I couldn't find my baby. So it was really scary. So I'm thankful for this week because things could always be worse.
Carl, how your week been? I'm glad you're okay.
My week been cool, I'm, just getting prepared for the Super Bowl. I watched the fight this weekend with Shakur and Teofimo Lopez. Interesting fight. That's about it.
Me and Carl got a spinoff that we are doing on Sundays. I wasn't supposed to announce this, but I might as well just to, it's content. Anyway, me, Carl, and Luther Hall. Luther Hall, my guy. We're going to be doing a sports spinoff on Sundays, just talking about sports. Carl's going to be the host. He don't know it yet, but he going to be the host of the spinoff. He don't know it yet, but he's going to be the host of the spinoff. And we're just going to talk about sports. Probably start next Sunday. As far as in my week, I have been extremely emotional, and I got a lot of calls because I had made a post about me crying, and I want to explain the reason why I was being so emotional. So a few of my colleagues or friends and family that I talked to, we were talking about Alex Pretty, and I was trying to explain to them what ICE did to them, what ICE did to him. If they're able to do that to him, I'm trying to put it in color for everybody. Like, this was a white man that was a nurse. I'm trying to color it for you guys right now. It was a white man that was a nurse that was helping a white lady off the ground that had a concealed to carry weapon in its holster. They took his gun off him, yelled he had a gun, shot him with 10 cameras around him. And for me, a lot of people are saying, oh, that shit happen to us every day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't think y'all understand the severity of I got a good fucking clip and I cannot wait to play it because it's explaining what I'm trying to tell people. Like, if they can do that to him, we're next. Like, we're next.
We was first. We was first. That's the point.
But you got to get rid of that we was first mentality. This is why we were arguing.
No, it is what it is. I mean, this been going. We could go back 8-9 years. A black person died by the hands of the law. We could go back tons of years, and I'm not taking this young man's life and like looking at it like, oh, it been happening to us. It can happen to him. No, I ain't doing that. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just
That's what
making it a
you're doing,
point
though.
that we understand it. Trust me, when you say that we don't understand it, we do, because we didn't been through it on so many different occasions. It's just that everybody's making a big deal about it, and we already know how it works. We know how to move.
Well, I keep
Period.
explaining to everybody that these are the modern day Nazis running around, kicking in people's door, chasing women, snatching up kids, and all I'm saying to you is we're next. And I understand y'all both said we were first. Okay, so that's where my frustration came from, because even if we had the we were first mentality, right? Because I don't disagree with y'all. I'm trying to explain to you it's going to get worse. And we already know we are considered half than a man at this fucking point in society. So if they're able to do that to him, what's going to happen when they're able to say, like, the 45th Street gangs is causing a problem? We're going to send ICE to take care of it. And if we're so desensitized, the way it's crazy, because I feel like I feel like a prophet. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is they test people. They test people. We're like lab rats, humans. This is what I've been talking about lately. We're like lab rats, and they want to see how much they can get away with. And what I mean by that is, Carl, I told you this. I stopped watching sports because when I was watching sports, they'd be like, his knee wasn't down. And I was like, his knee was down. And then they just wanted to see the backlash behind if his knee was down in today's society. I'm talking about after the fact. His knee was down. And I'm like, it wasn't down. He whatever the case may be. But I feel like we are lab rats, and they're testing what they can get away with. I can get in trouble for just saying this out loud. I almost feel like fucking Joe Rogan at this fucking point. I'm telling you, if we are okay with a nurse that they are telling his backstory and nobody's outraged, or no, don't get me wrong, Minnesota did their thing with the protests and shit like that. I'm just saying we just got to get out of they did it to us first mentality, because I think we're going to be last this time, but they're going to do whatever the fuck they want to. If we watch them kill and murder white people in the street, we're next. And I wholeheartedly believe that, because if we're so desensitized to what they're doing to white people, what do they turn on
Well,
next?
what if, even with that analogy, what if the desensitization started with them airing how they kill black people all the time? And now that it's a white person, the whole world is desensitized because it's already happened. We've already seen it. We've seen thousands of black people get killed by the police, and it'd be on Facebook, it'd be on the news. We've seen it over and over and over again. So there is a level.
You gave me a good segue.
Well, you got to understand that slavery is not even really that old. 100 years is really not that old. I mean, so not to even bring that up, to be honest with you, but it really is like we're not being with him trying to protest. You know what I mean? But we understand how it goes. We got mistreated without us even protesting.
Can I
We just
segue
got
this?
mistreated. We couldn't go to restaurants. We couldn't go to certain bathrooms. I
Hold
mean,
on.
it's real
I got a
deep. I
clip.
mean, if you really want to, not to tap into that, but it's deep.
No, I got a clip, and I want to segue this clip into exactly what we're talking about. It was a motivational speaker speaking on how black people was treated back in the older days. Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with y'all. This is tailored to everything we're saying, and they were saying this years ago. Let's watch the clip.
Now I want you to look at this photo very closely. And I want you to, but we don't. I stomped a puppy to death out here, up here, just a little puppy. Most of you would need therapy. I stomped a puppy to death out here, up here, just a little puppy, and stomped it right here to death in front of you. Most of you would need therapy. And I would be arrested probably faster than killing a black man for killing a puppy. Now I want you to look at this photo very closely, and I want you to see who's in it. More important than the man hanging, because you got to understand the lynchings that occurred in America happened after slavery, not during. Thousands of lynchings happened after slavery, because this is a reaction to white fear of what we would do once freed. But we didn't create a vigilante group to take out white people, but they did create a vigilante group to take us out now that we're free. See, that happened after slavery. They were called the what? The Ku. They don't wear hoods anymore, they wear suits. But they're alive and well all over the world, even here. So, look at who's in the picture. I want you to look at this little girl in particular. You can't see her closely, but she's actually grimacing, like smirking. Now, remember, let's go back to the puppy concept here. She would be loathed and torn up probably if this was a puppy, which means he's less than that, because she's not disturbed. This little girl is not disturbed by this, but she should be, shouldn't she? People always ask me, they go, Joy, what was the impact on white people? There it is, right there. Can't feel any empathy for him. None, zero, zip. There's a little one back here, even smaller. Because whatever she's been taught or told, socialized to believe, makes him no longer human. That's the greatest danger to white people, is that they can't feel it. And there's a reason why white people can't feel what we're talking about. My God, what would you then feel? It's tough. So I've got to believe, oh, it's all over now. It's not my fault. I don't benefit. It's not a big deal. Let's move on. It's not all of those things. But we don't say that to Jewish people. I dare you.
All right, so that's the clip. And she was actually explaining what we are experiencing now. And I'm telling you this with all due respect. You and Shay look like that little girl that was watching that man be hung from the tree because y'all said we were first. So if we don't have empathy for somebody that
It's not. I don't think it's not that we're not
You taking that the
empathetic.
wrong way, bro.
Yeah, I don't think that it's not that we're empathetic. It's just that we've been seeing it so long that we don't have a reaction anymore. So maybe for the people who didn't have a reaction for us, maybe this will get a reaction out of them now, because now they'll be able to feel what we've been feeling for
that's
decades.
like an eye for an eye, though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
And sometimes that's what it takes for change. So what if
And I'm not looking at it.
vain?
what's
And
so
I'm not
close?
looking at it as an eye for eye, Shay, to be honest with you. I just think that I think it's unfortunate, like I said, and I think that this is two different circumstances. I think we was mistreated because we were black. That ain't what happened to this young man. This man was protesting on something that he believed in, getting in police officers' way. We was mistreated. And like the lady said, we went from slavery to racism. That is two different traumatic traumas, if you really want to get technical. You got slavery, which is a whole nother thing, and then you got racism after slavery. So, and we still deal with racism to this day. So this is the point we making. It ain't that we don't care about what happened to the nurse, you know what I'm saying? Because we do. We do, but we already been going through this like years, and it's disrespectful to our ancestors to act like we haven't been through this. And I can't believe that you acting like we're not sensitive to this man dying. We are.
I'm exhausted with the. I'm exhausted with how society is becoming so empathetic. You know, like, I'm sorry, I'm exhausted with the idea that society is not empathetic, and it's frustrating because I tell people all the time, I just want to be a fucking human at this point. And what I mean by that, I just want to do the right thing. There's two levels to life, and you gotta want good, and you gotta want to do good. You gotta, like, I don't know how to explain it, but emotionally, I hate how people are looking at how this situation is. We're looking at it as in, well, we've been through that already. I'm like, who gives a fuck? We just watched the fucking human die in the middle of the fucking street. That's what I'm mad about. And that's why he was so mad as a white man about how they were treating Mexicans. That's, man, like I said, I don't want to get too emotional, but that's why he was so angry in the middle of the street, because he's like, these are fucking humans. These are humans. And we're watching ICE just snatch them up, treat their babies any kind of way, kill them in the street, and he got killed in the street. That's all I'm saying. I get we can agree to disagree, because I don't
think there's an agree to disagree. I think we're saying the same thing. We just aren't.
Yeah.
We just don't have a grand reaction to it because we're so used to seeing it already. I don't think.
Which makes you less empathetic, right?
No, I just don't have a grand.
No.
It makes me desensitized, but not
Yeah.
less empathetic.
Well,
I'm
desensitized.
absolutely empathetic towards the situation, and I hope that people who have seen it are also empathetic to the situation. Do I have a grand reaction to it? No, I've seen it hundreds of times in the last 10
We've
years.
seen it the
We've seen
last
George
15
Floyd on
summers.
the
The
ground with
last
some
15 summers we've
like
seen it. Like,
see?
and we don't get mad because we're not overreacting.
All right, so
We
can I
didn't
ask
seen it.
a question? And I'm promise y'all, I'm all about our community. I'm all about black people. But we even talked about it being George Floyd, right? And like what I think what made me cry when I was talking to Carl and my sister about it is they brought up George Floyd, right? And I was like, George Floyd was stealing out of a store and he was a crackhead. So
Does that mean he deserved to die?
no,
Thank you.
no. But I'm saying you have to also question the character in the
No, I
person.
don't think that's fair. Because I feel like if
We
someone
don't know that guy.
right,
We don't know that nurse. We don't know his background. We don't know him to even play like he's almighty. We don't know his situation for you to even act like George Floyd was out of line and he's
I'm not.
not.
I shouldn't use George Floyd as an analogy. I
You
was just trying
shouldn't
to
have.
explain. But
there's nothing wrong with somebody being held accountable for their actions. If George Floyd was committing a crime, he should have been able to make it to jail alive.
that's a fact. But the same way you
Ain't
can.
no but about that.
Well, let me land. Let me land. What you're saying about that is what I feel about.
I don't
Alex.
disagree with you about the nurse.
We don't disagree. I don't either. I
I
don't
just
either.
don't
I
have a
agree with
grand
you.
reaction to it. We've seen it so many times. Like it's there. I don't
With
just
our people.
nurse should have been able to make it home.
Well,
He absolutely should have been able
I
to make it
just
home.
wanted to explain when I made that post, motherfucker was acting like I was suicidal. You know what I'm saying? I was emotional that day in general because I got into a huge debate with my cousin and my sister about the situation about being empathetic. Then my sister started sending me pictures of my son, which fucking reminded me of like my son. Like my son is 25. I'm sorry, he's 24, about to be 25 this year. And she was sending me pictures of when he was 2. And I'm talking about my sister had a plethora of pictures of him. So I was just emotional. So
I know, but George Floyd should be more of a reminder than the guy that just recently got killed. He should be more of a reminder that your son and you being sympathetic about your son. George
why?
Floyd should remind you because George Floyd's black.
No, no, it's not about race.
It's about race because the reason why the guy got attacked is because he was protesting. The reason why George Floyd got attacked is because he was black. It's a difference. It's a difference, whether you want to believe that or not.
Okay. I want
And
to.
your son is your son's a white nurse.
I don't
Because
know why. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional about the shit, but you're not comprehending. It's not about race. It's not. And as black people,
You want us to look at it from a human
thank you.
rights perspective. Am
That's
I correct
it.
about
And
that?
I'm about
Like
to cry. I don't
a
want.
human rights perspective. Like as a human.
I'm tired of us as people, black people especially, our people. We tend to use race when it's not needed. I'm speaking from a fucking human being standpoint. That's it. End of the fucking story. That's it. But somehow, some way, you still found a way to make George Floyd more relevant with my son than this man being a fucking human. And that's my point. It's
no,
exhausting.
the point I was making that your son is more relatable to George Floyd.
No,
That's the
my
only point I
son
was
is
making.
human first, man. What ain't
Your son black. He's a
Oh,
black
oh,
human.
oh,
you could play like that. No, Shay. No,
well,
no, let's tap into
his
this
his
because he keep playing like that don't matter. But history shows that it do matter, and
okay.
history shows that we've been mistreated our whole like throughout the years.
Yeah.
And listen,
So from a
it's
human
two
point,
different topics, so I'm not going to even tap into this. It's two different topics. It's
okay,
two different topics.
let me give you my wrap up. Okay, I think both of y'all have a point. Yes, his son is human, and from a human rights perspective, then we definitely have to take that into account. But also, yes, your son is black, and that can happen to your son just off the strength of him being black. Like
you're not wrong.
they're both tied into it. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like your son will relate to George Floyd because your son could make a mistake and not make it home simply off the fact that he's black. And that was the reaction that they gave to him.
Well,
and then also from a human rights perspective, like, again, you deserve to make it home. If you go to jail, you deserve to make it to jail. Like, sit your sentence out. You don't have to die because you make a mistake.
Again, like, I don't know, maybe, and for me, it's more of a, like, I'm telling you, I'm not no soft ass dude. I just get emotional when I know that my message is more powerful on some Martin Luther King shit. I had a dream shit.
But we haven't gotten past the racism part to even get to the human rights
Not
part.
even
They don't
close.
look at the black people. They don't look at black people as a human.
All right,
You
so,
just said that we're half of a human.
but
So you're expecting people who don't. Do you know that when there are things that happen with black people in the media and a black person is killed and black people are on there and they're like, we're so tired of this. Do you know that white people have this running joke? It is called black fatigue. Have you
On
heard of
my mama.
I never
Meaning
heard
they're
of it.
On
tired
my
of
mama.
complain about black dying or
Disrespectful.
crime. Like there we are not past. We haven't evolved past the point where they're even considering that black people are humans. So it all ties in together. Like, you're here, but the people that you want to be here are not even there.
But that's what I'm trying to get. All right, so
you want black people to be like, hey,
even you, Shay, even
this,
like, because you are spot on. You're not wrong. Everything you're saying is 1,000% correct. But it starts with you.
and it can start with me, but if the people who have the power don't look at it like that, what difference do it make? I can sit here and protest and have a grand reaction and be emotional and all of that, but if the police still don't give a damn, they still don't give a damn.
I told Carl, and this is,
and if you ask me, I feel like when never mind, I ain't gonna say that because it's gonna sound fucked up, but if you ask me, I feel like they didn't look at him like a white nurse because he was standing up for Mexican people, and that's where the racism is right now. Like, you ain't on our side, fuck it.
It's no different than, I told Carl this. I told Carl that, like, I'm one of those people that if you see an ant, you immediately, like, say for example, if a bug was to run across this fucking table right now, I would immediately grab my shoe and slap it, right? And you're right. Maybe I'm in a different space in my life, but that bug deserves his life just like I deserve mine.
Man, kill that bug. No, I'm just playing.
I would leave it at that. But I'm saying I would try to get that bug back to its natural habitat, which is outside. It don't belong in here. I'm not saying I would do that. It's just I don't want to get too deep. We got other topics. We got other topics. I don't want to get too deep. It's just like I said, from a human standpoint, I'm at a point in my life to where I don't want to see nothing die. I don't want to see nothing be murdered.
That's not. That's just not the climate that we in anymore.
I know, Ma.
The climate is just not that, and it's been going on for so long, and it's been overlooked for so long. Like I said, maybe this white nurse passing away will be the first step of change, because now white people can feel how we've been feeling. Like, we've been feeling like that. That's not saying, oh, his death doesn't matter, his life doesn't matter, that situation is not important. But it's like, damn, we've been saying this for fucking 200 years. And they take this.
With that being said, the white dude that climbed the building on Netflix was fucking amazing. I know y'all like what that mean. I'm like, I don't got nothing against white people, so I don't want to feel like that's what the case is.
This is some real shit though. Like, I don't want to stay on the racism too long, but you got to understand, like, my dad is white, my mom is black.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
and I knew that about you.
Yeah, so my dad is white, my mom is black. My dad has several mixed kids, and when I say several, I'm talking about 6, 7, 8, 9, something up in there, okay? And when the stuff with George Floyd was going on, he completely just disregards the fact that he has white kids, and he's a Trump supporter. Like, they like us when it's beneficial for them, aka they're fucking the black women. But when it comes time to stand up for something, they don't stand for shit. So it's hard to be like, oh my God, this is the one incident where everybody should understand. Like, no, because we've been saying this shit for years. I've lived this. I see a white man who likes black women, likes to fuck them, get them pregnant, have multiple mixed kids. But when it's time to stand up for a black man, oh, I'm a Trump supporter.
Absolutely. Very good. Very good, Shay. Well said.
All right. So, we got so much shit to talk about. This topic has no video, but I really want to discuss this. It'd be a quick little second. Me and Carl was talking the other day, and I said, if my son called me saying that he murdered his spouse, I would help him hide the body. Question of the day. If your child murdered their spouse, woman or man, it don't matter, are you calling the police or are you helping them hide the body?
I'm riding for mine.
I swear to
We're
God.
gonna figure it out. There's actually I can't think of the name of it right now, but there's actually a Netflix documentary, and the girl murdered her husband, and he was like abusive or something, and the mom ended up getting involved in helping her hide the body and stuff, and then like their neighbor told on them or something, but I can't remember the name of that. But when I watched that, I was like, hell yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck. My kids is everything. And when I say my kids can't do no wrong, I don't mean it like that. But from a standpoint as a father, like, I will always be there for my children. You know what I'm saying? And Carl, what's your opinion? Would you help hide the body?
Nah, I ain't helping hide the body, and I'm gonna be appalled if my son even told me about the situation. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like, "What? You didn't
So
kill the
what?
motherfucker? You talking to me? Listen, no, hold on. I'm like, you didn't kill the motherfucker? You talking to me about it? You got to go figure that out. Leave me out that. Hey, listen, son, I love you. Hey, you want a recommendation? I can't get my hands dirty. I can't dig nothing. I'm not picking up nobody. I don't want nothing to do with the crime. I could give you a recommendation. I could give you advice. I could tell you what I would do. I could tell you what you should have did. I could tell you what you could have did. I could do all that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't implicate myself in crimes due to the fact that I didn't live my life avoiding the law and avoiding jail. I'm not gonna let my son get me jammed up in no situation or my daughter. And I'm not telling on them. Listen, I'm not telling on them, but I'm definitely not involved in it at all. Period. And that's just what it is. I love my kids. I love y'all. I love you, Heaven, Howard, Tiana. Love y'all. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Real talk.
I just thought it was funny when we were talking about it, but I was like, this could be a good topic for the show because me personally, I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck what. Like, I'm at all costs. My daughter called me and tell me she killed her husband. Where he at? Let's hide the body for real.
I think I'll be down.
No, because due to the fact that I have a moral character, if my son is wrong, I cannot condone that behavior. I'm gonna
So
be like, dog, you need to turn yourself in. Like if he did it on some he's emotional or he's that, I can't agree with that because I'm not moving like that. You know what I mean? I'm not. And this is word to my mama. I practice on controlling my emotions so I don't make bad decisions. I'm not gonna let my son make a bad decision and
For
ruin
me.
my life. It makes no sense.
You're right. I mean, it makes sense.
I think I got a boundary with that though. I felt like if something came back like a sexual crime, like sexual
Yeah,
abuse.
yeah. No, if someone touched my son,
No.
no, that
No, I mean like if your son was like the person who did it, or your daughter was the person who did it. I think you would have to go to jail, baby, because I'm gonna fuck you up when I find out.
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
That is
That's my point. That's why I can't right, and that's why I said it. Even if it's a crime is a crime. It don't matter whether it's morally right. Well, it has to be. It ain't no morally right to killing nobody because there's no justification on why you should kill someone. To be honest with you, so definitely not. I'm not involved in that. I got
All
my
right.
own bodies I gotta hide. I'm just playing. I'm
This
joking.
nigga's a fool. Hey, the next topic is Epstein Files dropped, and there's this lady that was super emotional, and she was trying to explain to people that the Minnesota situation was a distraction. And they got a bunch of celebrities in the Epstein Files. Let's watch the clip of this lady. I thought this lady was spot on. She was damn near like I felt about the fucking nurse. Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with y'all.
That the Epstein Files, it continues. It's even worse. I just spent hours listening to another testimony. And when the testimony came out just in the last few days, that's when they pump up the Minnesota. Pump up the Minnesota, beat a few more people up, kill a few more people. Get everybody to look over there. Don't look. And again, I'm not talking about just trafficking. I'm talking about outrageous snuff films, murdering young, I would say children, youth. They're supposed to be graveyards filled with missing kids, and no one knew who they were. I know I sound like a crazy person, I know, but it's not. There is a testimony, Sasha Riley. I ask people to go and investigate and listen to it yourself. That the Epstein Files, it could.
All right. What do y'all think about this Epstein situation? I'll be the first to say when they came out with like documents, I think they said like 3 million pages or some shit like that. This dude kept on file like the people and what they were doing. He had a drug list. Did you see all that shit? He had a list of drugs that you could purchase while you were at the parties. You didn't see none of this stuff? Jay-Z was in the files.
I've seen that Jay-Z was in.
And then Lizzo tried to stand up for Jay-Z. Jay-Z was in the files. Pusha T was in the files. Trump was in the files. This is what's crazy. They said that Trump literally was he was fingering kids to tell people how the size of their vagina was.
Oh my God, this shit makes me sick to my
It
stomach.
does. And you got to keep in mind, this is our president. Like, this is, and I do believe I believe the ICE is all tailored to the Epstein file. Trump is fucking throwing.
So it's possible that the guy that got killed didn't even get killed. It could have been all an act, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
never.
I never.
That's too deep. That's a whole nother
Well,
conspiracy. But
that
that's
is a
my
whole
point
nother
of
conspiracy, but yeah, that's a whole nother conspiracy, but it still doesn't change the fact that we witnessed what we witnessed. His knee was down.
no. That you can't believe what you see, especially when they want you to see it. That's what I believe.
That was deep, cuz. That was deep.
Yeah, I said that. I said that last week. I don't believe. I believe this. They wanted you to see that. I
Now
do.
let me tell you how crazy the government is. They came out with a fucking weapon that has never been used during the ICE protest. Did you hear about that?
Mm-hmm.
The acoustic sound?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that fucking nuts?
No, because stuff like that has been going on for forever and ever and ever
Years,
fucking ever.
years,
Acoustic
years.
sound?
No, I mean just like
Yes.
they do fucking just like you said, they put this fluff in front of you and then they hide all this other shit. Like
They throw the rocks and hard in the hand.
Yeah, let me show you this. So y'all can be here
I
while
got
we over here doing this other shit to kids and stuff. That shit is disgusting.
I got the acoustic, the video of them using this weapon against protesters. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Oh, fuck. All right, let's do this.
That the Epstein Files.
The long-range acoustic device LRAD. 1, 2, 3.
These niggas is playing music.
The long-range acoustic device LRAD. 1, 2, 3. The long-range acoustic device.
Music into a pepper spray. Like if they can turn music into a pepper spray, that is crazy.
I don't think it's that fucking crazy because I say it all the time. Music is frequency.
Facts.
Dude.
That's why certain shit I don't let my kids listen to. Ain't no shoot 'em up, bang bang, first thing in the morning. Like we not listening to no gangster. I'm about to kill everybody. We not doing that shit. Music is frequency. That shit goes into your body and it comes out as energy and it can form how you think and who you are as a person. That shit is not. I don't think it's that like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I absolutely believe it.
And it's just plenty of ways to torture you that's very simple that you don't think would happen. They use it's a Chinese torture treatment they use, and that's just dripping water right on your forehead, and it torture you. You know what I mean? You might not think it's a big deal, like you
What?
don't think the music is a big deal, and like you said, Shay, frequencies is definitely it. That's why Drake and Extension got into it because that's what he was trying to explain. The frequencies affect you mentally different ways.
You know,
That's
like
what he was trying to explain.
you could be having a perfectly okay day and one song will come on and that song will trigger something in you and fuck up the rest of your day. Music is frequency.
Wow.
That's a real thing. I'm very selective about shit that hits my speaker box.
Well, shout out to Frank. Big Frank is normally in the building. He got a topic. Frank, we got to talk about the topic. It's time. Frank asked me a question. He said we should talk about this on the show. It's only time. It's only right we talk about it now. Let's watch the clip that Frank sent me, and we'll have the conversation. And he basically said, like, why are women so open to talk about sex now? Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with y'all.
And I just realized I ain't never got cracked on my motherfucking birthday. I need a motherfucker to on my fucking butthole and put that thumb right in there. So on February 13th. Chop chop, motherfucker. And I just realized I ain't never got cracked on my motherfucking birthday. I need a motherfucker to on my fucking butthole and put that thumb right in there. So on February 13th. Chop chop.
Well, I put my thumb.
I just want to know how she ain't never got cracked on her birthday. What kind of life is she living? It's your birthday.
Well, that's what Frank was saying.
What the fuck?
But I put my thumb in your butt for sure. But not you. I was saying.
No, I know you ain't talking to me like that.
Yeah, I was just saying.
I'm a lady.
But Frank said, "Why are women so open to talking about sex these days? Instead of like, we was trying to find the word for it. What's the word if women was being very reserved about it? Is it considered reserved?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, Frank.
Modest is another word.
I think the world is sexualized, just like they are desensitized.
Well, I think a lot of things is in the open now because people have a thing called a phone that they use to record and get reactions out of people. So I think that yeah. So I think no, I think that's a reason why we're seeing people being vocal, and I think that young lady was just creating content. I don't even think she was serious the way she was saying it. Like it looked like a joke to me. And I'm gonna look at her like she's a bozo. Like that ain't really even funny. Like I don't know. She was just seemed like she was trying to get attention, to be honest with you.
As a woman, I will say this. As a woman, I understand why people talk about it so openly now because sex sells, and we've been taught that since we were kids, like down to when girls used to be bent over with their booty holes and out in the music videos. Don't act like you ain't never seen them cut. All of that. But we've been taught that sex sells. But also, I will say, as a woman, a woman that is, mid-30s, you do have to be
conservative.
Yeah, you do have to be conservative. You do have to be careful about shit like that and being too open about that because it does attract the wrong attention. And the motherfuckers that's gonna respond to that ain't even the people that you want to do that shit to you.
To be honest with you, she look at
ain't no shade, but half the time they be like low vibrational, ain't got shit going on, 12 kids, 9 baby mamas, like them ain't even the motherfuckers.
Well, she looked like she was a stripper, to be honest with you.
I mean, listen, I ain't saying she can do what she do, but I'm saying
no, she looks like a stripper.
She's gonna attract ain't gonna be worth a damn. Unless you just want the attention, no matter what. But sometimes, as a woman who gets attention and has always gotten attention, that you don't always want that shit.
Yeah, facts.
And I don't even have to do all that. You're gonna get attention. Just as a woman, you're gonna get attention. Somebody's gonna find you attractive.
Somebody gonna try to fuck.
You don't always want that shit, and that shit is annoying. And after a while, when you realize that motherfuckers really do just want to fuck, you be like, you can't touch me.
Yeah.
You go get a motherfucker that talk to you like Kevin Gates. I'll drop that dick off in you. Get your ass out of here, Kevin Gates. Get on my motherfucking nerves.
That shit don't fly in real life. If you want a woman of some substance, you can't walk up to me talking about bench bend over, stand up on your toes. But I'll cuss you the fuck out in here today.
Now, I think we touched base on that. I mean,
it's content. Sex sells. People don't give a fuck. Like we've been. I hate to say it like this, but we've been called bitches and hoes since we was kids.
So you desensitized by sexual frequency,
bitch, hoe, fuck my wife. You my slut for life. Now bitches want to be sluts. Like frequency, that shit shapes you, shapes the way you think. Now people open with it. Now everybody like, oh my god, women hurt, but we've been bitches, hoes, sluts, tricks, bitches.
No, that's trauma. That's just trauma, and it's toxic. It's unfortunate. Sometimes it take a woman a long time to realize that. Sometimes they get older and they lose their flair. Sometimes they lose their flair and they have to change their attitude and change their behavior. It's very unfortunate. You only stay young for so long. You only got to you about 25. Because after that point, then it ain't even about how sexy you look. It's about what you capable of, what your mental like. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, a lot of women get lost in the sauce. And it's sad, you know what I mean? And because your beauty only takes you so far. Just like I'm only gonna be handsome for so long. You know what I
Shit,
mean? I got
shit. I got that Jones in me, man. I got that Johnson in me. I'm gonna be a stud. So my daddy a stud. Shit, and he's
that's
60.
facts. I agree with that. And I
I'm gonna
mean,
be
I'm gonna
handsome
take
for
care of
life.
myself.
I'm gonna be
It
handsome
was my
for life.
responsibility to take care of myself, and I'm gonna definitely do that for
All right,
sure.
so
Just be prepared to trick.
I got a great topic I would love to discuss. This dude came out and said, like, why is it that in black households and black families we don't invest in anything? Why don't we create a business together? This is really neat because I got my cousin slash best friend on the panel now, and he ain't going nowhere. This is my guy. He's been my guy since we was children. We are blood, and we're working on a business together. That's what the smartest dumb people is. But I want to talk about this. Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with y'all.
Let me say this, man, because I was just thinking about this. It's crazy how most of us black people, we work these jobs. And everybody got at least 20 family members that could come together and create something. Everybody got at least 10 family members that could come together, start an LLC and build something, a restaurant, a cleaning service, anything. But it's like we can't get along. It's like we can't come together and say, let's build something. Because most people don't trust other people. And we got wicked family members that don't even want to move up in life. They would rather just poke a hole in your boat and build their own boat instead of just building on the boat that we building together. Let me say this, man, because I was just thinking about this. It's crazy how most of us black people, we work these jobs. And everybody got at least 20 family members that could come together and create something. Everybody got at least 10 family members that could come together, start an L.
All right, so that's the clip, man. I'll be the first to say that is something I've always stressed in my family. And when I say my family, I mean my dad, from my dad's side to my mom's side. And I'll never forget, one time I was like, Dad, we should open a business. And my dad was like, why the fuck would we do that? You know what I'm saying? But let's be honest, even the smartest dumb people is family owned, obviously, with me and Carl, and none of my family members. I'm no disrespect to anybody, but I got a fucking 100 family members. I'm talking about mom's side, dad's side. Nobody's like, let's get y'all office space. Nobody's saying let's get y'all on the radio, and we don't know how to stick together as people. We just don't. Everybody is sink or swim, and everybody is for self. Me personally, like I said, Carl's the star of the show. You know what I'm saying? I like how I could do this, and he's right up.
No,
Carl's the star of the show. And I don't care because,
no.
like,
That's David Ruffin.
that's David Ruffin. He did David
Nah,
Ruffin.
ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
What do you think about that, Shay? Why do you think families, because in other cultures, like in Asian culture and Chinese culture, they open businesses together. Why do you think in our culture, we're not trying to build nothing together?
There's a lot of different reasons. I don't think there's one specific reason. I think it goes all the way back to the Willie Lynch letter when they separated black families. They took the man out of the household. They separated, black families by light skin, dark skin. It goes all the way there because they put black families into competition early. And then as we've progressed, you have to remember that a lot of us are still living in survival mode. Like we don't live in a world of abundance. We live in I'm just trying to get my goddamn bills paid and get my kids something to eat because I'm living paycheck to paycheck.
I love Shay.
I
love Shay. I love Shay on this panel because you just killed that shit. Because I was like, what?
Yeah. So we live in survival mode, and then also you got to understand that some of us don't have the education for that. Like all we know is the bare minimum, and I'm just gonna say it, and I'm just gonna be real. A lot of the times we chase fast money. You're not gonna get fast money when you open a business. It takes some businesses years to turn profits. A lot of us can't see years ahead because we trying to get to 2 weeks from now when we get paid to pay this motherfucking light bill.
That's a fact. Carl, what do you think?
I think that me being around European people, I learned that they don't have an ego like I would normally have. I have a big ego, so I'm living in the current moment, in the current time, and I'm trying to be fancy and flashy. I'm trying to drive a car that's 2024. I just make a lot of bad financial decisions as a black man just due to the fact that I'm ego tripping and I'm showing off. And what I'm realizing is that this is what I'm learning from my wife. She's teaching me this, believe this or not. She's teaching me that it's deeper than you. Like I ain't know how to look past that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know how to look past me. But now that I got a son, he's becoming a young man, and I feel like that I'm responsible for him, and I want him to be responsible. I have to move a different kind of way. I have to build for him. I have to. My mama taught me this too. My mama did too. I gotta give her credit too.
Shout out to Auntie.
I have to, yeah. I gotta give them credit because they're letting me know that I'm only here for a certain amount of time. You know what I mean? I gotta leave something for my kids. I gotta leave something for, you know what I mean? I just been slacking and I never took that seriously because I only was only concerned with me. And I always thought I was gonna die young. Once I realized that, like, cause I'm damn near about to be 50, and I realized that damn, me assuming or thinking negative that I was gonna die young, I ain't preparing myself for the golden years, aka shout out to Blanche, shout out to Dorothy, you know, the golden girls.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to them. But the golden years, because that's the golden years when you're older. That's a term and that's a real thing. And I ain't never known nothing about the golden years. I'm realizing about the golden years now. So now I'm thinking and I'm preparing differently. I'm moving differently. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's not too late. And hopefully I could get my son tapped into what I'm on to. Hopefully I get my daughters tapped into what I'm on to and we could move accordingly.
I'm
You
glad
know?
you said that, cuz and I see my kids this weekend and I said, wow, my kids are so well put together. And what I mean by that is shout out to my kid's mom. She's an amazing mother. And my son is riding around in a 2025 Jeep Cherokee. My daughter fly, my son fly, and I realized like me and their mom like taught them and gave them what's the word I'm looking for? We gave them expectations, so they living up to their expectation. They see their mom and dad have a 2019 and 2019. They seen their dad living in a nice house, and I'm really proud of my children because I feel like they're headed on the right path. I will also say this: they're hard workers. So when my son asks me questions, and this is the only benefit of like we don't have the privilege of the guy that he was talking about. We should open a business together, but what I can do in my children's life and in my family member life, I can give them the game and shit that nobody. A lot of us didn't have fathers, so I start soaking up game from even my father and my uncle and being around people, and I'm like, I should do this differently. I should do this differently, and then I now trickle it down to my son. I'm teaching him about 401k, retirement plans, life insurance, things that nobody taught me. I was just fucking working at McDonald's thinking getting a fucking $400 check every week was
I
good.
started learning about that stuff working in the industry.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Well,
it.
I'm gonna tell you what my son told me one day. Hey, my son, real nigga. Hey, real talk. Hey, cause he hurt my feelings one time. You know what I'm saying? Like he played me like I was being selfish and inconsiderate, and I really was. And it opened my eyes when he kept it real with me. Like sometimes, man, them hard conversations be the best. I ain't even gonna lie to you because due to the fact that he had said that to me, made me realize I'm like, damn, my son gonna be solid. He a different type of dude. Like he got a lot of my ways, but he also got a lot of his own ways that he created on his own, and I'm very proud of him for that because a lot of my ways is nasty and I don't understand, and I'm just learning just like him. And what I'm realizing is he's learning from me, from my mistakes, and that's what I respect about him. I'm like, damn, he dope because not only is he learning from his own mistakes, he looking at me and learning from my mistakes, and he getting better, and he developing as a man, and he's a gentleman on top of it. On top of it, without me having even give him the type of conversation that I thought I needed to give him. Because at one point, my son was headed down the wrong road, and he was really on some real gangster shit. But he ain't. Hey, listen, he a different individual right now, and I'm very proud of him. I want to salute him on this
Shout out to Howard.
episode.
Shout out to young Howard, man.
Shout out to Howard, man, for
Uh,
real, for real,
hey,
for real.
hey,
Cause
guys,
hey, dude, you know what he been through. Everybody don't know what he been through,
he been
for
through.
real.
He been through some shit, and you his dad, so he been through some shit. Hey guys, now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends and Caucasians.
It's only 7.
And the Asians, huh?
It's only 7.
You a motherfucking liar. 8:00.
I mean, I thought, okay.
Yeah, this is Smartest Dumb People. Make sure make sure y'all check out the sports show that we're gonna be dropping real soon here. Me, Carl, and Luther Hall. I promise you, it's gonna be worth it. We're gonna make sure we talk about.
Shout out Shakur, man. I'm happy he whooped Timo. I'm glad he whooped him. Even though Timo copped and said, I apologize to my brothers and sisters. You ain't had no business never saying that. Don't use us for an example. That ain't cool, dog. We already been through too much for us to even having this kind of debate, my nigga. And you a Honduras and a Dominican or Spanish person, come on, man. Come on, man. What ISIS is doing, come on, dog. There ain't no room for that in the sport. Let's keep it gangster. Let's keep it real.
There's a difference with the Latinas and the Latinos, though. Some of them consider themselves like white, and then there's the Afro Latinas. So they don't.
But he's not one of them, Shay. I promise
guys,
you.
now it's time to say goodbye. God damn.
We always say that, like, y'all with us, and they like, no, we think we white.
This is the Smartest Dumb People. You got something to say before we get up out of here? That ain't got nothing to do with sports.
Well, she was trying to say it, but you said it's time to go.
Only thing
nigga.
Girl, you got something to get up out of it? You got something to say before we get up out of here?
Absolutely not. You're not gonna cut me off.
Johnson, Shay Michelle, Barl T. Y'all have a great, great night.
Yo, what's up? At the hottest podcast in the city, the smartest dumb people. I'm here with my nigga, that dude Johnson. You know what I'm saying? We go way back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. Y'all tune in every week or every time. Hit the like button, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do. Like, comment, share, tell your people about it. Y'all know what it is. It's the smartest dumb people.